Beep beep, everybody. Hope you're all having a great day today. Thanks for tuning into the channel. This is the second in a series of 4 videos going to antique malls in the Adamstown, Denver, Pennsylvania area. This is the entranceway to Mad Hatter Antique Mall in Adamstown, Pennsylvania, and this is just off of State Route 272. If you're on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, you just get off exit 286 and go north on 272 when you get to it. So here we see a bin full of sandwich bags or snack bags that are priced $1 each. As you can see, it looks like a variety of Topps cards there from 1980, 83, and 89. A little further down this aisle, I came across all these toys. I sometimes like to showcase these things, even though they're not baseball card related, because it seems like a lot of collectors of baseball cards also collect things like this. I'm not one of them, but I do this as a courtesy so that you see there's more here to look at than just baseball cards. We all have multiple hobbies in most cases. Lots and lots of Matchbox and Hot Wheels cars in this one. I always like filming this for some reason. I don't have the space to collect these kinds of things, but I did grow up playing with them, so I always find them fun to look at. So when I see this, I like to film them. There's some Star Wars stuff. Not far from there, we see some non-sports cards, and these seem to be rock musicians, and there's like unopened packs of Mega Metal cards from 1991, which I have never heard of before. And I think the singles were going for $1 each. And here's another case where I did find some baseball cards. Apologize for the lighting. Sometimes there's some glare from the fluorescent light bulbs above. I did look in this case and did look at those cards, and none of them really caught my attention. Here's another case that has some 1981 Topps. I guess it's 2 boxes of those old vending boxes, and I don't know if the singles come with it or not, but they priced that at $150, which I think is a bit high for that. So here's some yearbooks. Phillies yearbook from 1973. I think some of these in here were going for about $10. I should have probably have asked to open this one up, but there's so much to look at. Sometimes you wander off and think you're going to come back to it, and then you forget about it. Here's an old Red Sox scorecard from 1941. I did not get the price of that. So if you're interested in ephemeral kinds of things from baseball, this case had some interesting things in it. There's Sport Life with Jim Constanti on it from the old early 50s Phillies. This case had a bunch of autographs and a few cards in it too. There's a 73 Jim Palmer that's really badly centered for $8. I think that's a bit high for that one. There's I think it's that Gary Matthews auto for $25 on a photograph. There's Joe Kerrigan. There's some of these little statuettes. There's a Jose Canseco 86 Topps traded for $5. A Steve Carlton statuette back there. But this mostly autographs in this one. It was fun to look at this one. I didn't really find anything that I wanted to get in here, but I definitely enjoyed checking this one out. There's an autograph of Stan Bonson. Autographed jersey. And just about all the sports are covered in this case. I found a lone 1990 Fleer complete set for $20. You can get a factory sealed one less than that, I believe. Some non-sports cards. And here's another booth that has Hot Wheels cars, plus a whole assortment of various transportation toys and other oddball things and odds and ends and Garfield, Snoopy, Mickey Mouse, all kinds of stuff here. Bottle collection, if you're a bottle collector. There's some bottles there, some glasses. Old cans. And I spotted a Gary Maddox. I don't know exactly what those are. They're rather much larger than a card. I think there's more than one of them there, so I don't know what was in that. And some more collectible Hot Wheels cars. Matchbox cars. Found a bunch of non-sports cards. This is up in a case near the front of the store. American Bandstand, Dick Tracy, Terminator 2 stickers. More cars. More Dick Tracy. Hook, King Kong. And outside the place in the parking lot area, there's this grassy area near a stream. And we took Cody out to let him relieve himself and sniff the ground. And right after this, I'll show you what I got here. And here he is getting a drink. So stay tuned and we'll go over what I found here. Alrighty, hope you enjoyed that tour of Mad Hatter Antique Mall in Adamstown, Pennsylvania, or is it Denver, Pennsylvania? Well, they're both like next to each other. It's on State Route 272, north of the Pennsylvania Turnpike, exit 286, and this is the second in a series of 4 videos I'm doing of antique malls along that road. So I didn't really buy too much at this place. Nothing really caught my eye. There weren't as many cards as there were the last time I was there. Some things I thought were priced a bit high, and some of them it was just a matter of condition. I just didn't like the condition they were in. There were some things that were fairly priced, but it's just I wanted something a little bit better. So I took a plunge in that very first section in there. They had all these cards in, I guess, sandwich bags or snack bags, and these were all $1 each, and I picked out the ones that showed vintage cards. 1980 tops here. There's an 81 tops on the back, and these might be all they might be all common cards for all I know. There's a 73 tops on the back there, and there's another one on the back of this one. So we're gonna actually open these up right now and have a look and see what's in them. Usually I save these things for a separate video, but I didn't buy any single cards at this place. So let's go over what we got here. We got Greg Minton. I do PC Greg Minton cards, but I think I already have that one. There's Dickie Thon, 81 tops. Bob Gritch. Otto Velez, 81 Fleer. Barry Bonnell from 81 Donruss. Roy Howell. Johnny LeMaster. These are all different ways. There's John Mayberry. That one's a little beat up on the tops. I mean, these were housed in snack bags. Not the best thing to store your cards in. So we have a 79 tops Dave Rader and a Larry Cox. Don Robinson. There's an 82 Donruss. Alvis Woods. There's a David Johnson from 79 tops. Got kind of corner dings on that one. Here's a 72 tops Joe Decker. That's a high number too, 612. So that's worth a lot more than the $1, even though it's kind of really worn out. It might be about $1 card, maybe, in that condition. I don't know. Tony Pena rookie card. Not in the best of shape. This is a lot better than I expected for just $1 for these. There's UL Washington. Remember him back in the 80 World Series and his toothpick in his mouth. Jim Essien from 83 Topps. Don Stanhouse. There's a Phil Niekro from 83 Topps. Von Joshua. Jay Johnstone. Dave Lemanchik. Oh, there's an Ozzie Smith behind him. Ah, they're stuck. There we go. 83 Ozzie Smith. 82 Donruss Don Baylor. Joe Ferguson. Jim Lentine. Lou Whitaker. Frank White. Stan Pappy. Jesus Alou. Dave Freisleben. Doug Corbett. Mike Easler. Darryl Thomas. Dan Schatzeder. Mark Fidrich. Aurelio Lopez. Alvis Woods, Bob Davis. I remember Bob Davis. And Bob McClure. So that was actually kind of nice for $1. Let's do this one next. Put these sandwich bags over there on the floor. Rob Wilfong. Roy Smalley. John Castino. Mike Cubbage. John Castino again. John Castino again. Here we go. Steve Braun. It's got a little pock marks there. If it wasn't for that, this is not that bad of a card. The centering on the back's pretty bad. Butch Weiniger. Glenn Borgman. That's got a crease. Hoskin Powell. Hoskin Powell again. Gary Ward. Rick Sofield. So these are all Twins cards. He's stuck to another card. These 81 Donruss don't slide off real well. Rick Sofield has a twin. Bobby Darwin. Jim Holt. So it's all Twins cards. Dave Edwards, Ken Landreau, Willie Norwood, Gary Ward again. Checklist. Oh, here we go. Gaylord Perry, 73 Topps Boyhood Photos of the Stars. Unfortunately, has a couple creases on it. ERA leaders from 1980 Topps, J.R. Richard and Ron Guidry. Manny Sanguian. John Mayberry. Dave Kingman. Scott Thompson. Dick Tidrow. Luke Walker. So these are Pirates cards. Luke Walker, Bob Ochinko. Luke Walker on 71 Topps. That's actually not bad shape. That's a high number too, 534. Not sure what that goes for. Bob Miller. Not too bad. That's not too bad for $1. Let's see what we got here. So what year is this checklist from? Oh, this is from 73. I don't think I have any 1973 checklist. And it's really worn. There's a little bit of paper loss on this corner, but there's no markings on it. There's a crease too, or a surface crease. It doesn't go all the way through. 82 Donruss checklist. What is this? Elvis Personal Life. It's an Elvis card. Elvis cards. That I was not. That threw me for a loop there. 1980 Topps checklist. That one's actually in pretty good shape. Oh, here's a more recent from, what is this, 2008 Topps, I think? Yeah. League leaders, Prince Fielder, Ryan Howard, and Adam Dunn. Not too bad of a card there. Steve McCaddy. I don't think any of them mounted much. Larry Murray. Bob Lacey. That one's got a, feels like it has a wax stain on, but yeah, it does. Ron Hassey. Okay, these 81 Donrusses don't slide off of each other really well. Mike Hargrove. Another run. Yeah, see. Andre Thornton. Andre Thornton. That, look how beat up the top of that one is. 1980 Mike Hargrove. Jerry Dybzinski. That one's almost a miscut. I don't think I have an 81 Donruss miscut. Mike Hargrove. Jack Brohamer. So I'm seeing a lot of Indians cards in this snack bag pack. Another Jerry Dybzinski. Jack Brohamer. Not too bad. Dave Rosello. These Donruss cards. There's another Jerry Dybzinski. That's 3 of them. Larvel Blanks. Tom Verizor. Another Tom Verizor. Dave Rosello. What's stuck to the back of him? Another 81 Donruss. Toby Harris. Hey, that one is a miscut. You can barely make out the orange along the top there. I think that would qualify for me. It looks a little reddish, though. Nothing on the back. So that's my first 81 Donruss miscut. Cool. Del Austin. So at least I got something neat out of this. It's kind of fun to look through, though. Another Toby Harris. Gary Alexander. Hey, Joe Charbonneau. That's a rookie card, I think, for him. I don't know if too many of you folks remember Joe Charbonneau. He won the Rookie of the Year in 1980, was really a promising player, had some kind of severe injury, played a little bit in 82, and then tried to make comebacks like through the 80s and never made it back to the big leagues. It was a shame what happened to him. Rick Manning, he played the game hard, and sometimes you pay for that. Del Austin, here's another Joe Charbonneau, and Oscar Gamble is our last card from 1973 Topps. So there you go, 3 snack bags filled with cards, almost all vintage, and that was a fun rip, or opening, or whatever you want to call it. So that was Mad Hatter Antique Mall. That's all I bought. There was just those 3 snack bags filled with mostly 70s Topps cards and 81 Donruss and a few other oddballs and ends, including some Elvis cards, which I've never thought of ever collecting before. Take care, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day. Beep, beep.